Hey everybody, I am Paul Baker. I am the CEO for the Greater Idaho Falls Chamber of Commerce, and I am with Nolan Wheeler, who's running for City Council seat in Ammon. And as I've mentioned before, folks sometimes think that we're just the chamber for Idaho Falls. We're not. We're also the chamber for the greater area, which includes Ammon. So Nolan, thank you so much for being with me today and doing this.
You're very welcome.
I'm sure you've had a lot of folks ask lots of different questions and lots of similar interviews. And so my kind of goal today is kind of maybe ask some questions that perhaps haven't been asked yet. But we'll start off with some straightforward ones, which is like, tell me why you decided to throw your hat in the ring and run for city council.
All right, great question. So born and raised in Ammon. Went to all the wonderful schools, Hillview Elementary, Ammon, Sand Creek. Graduated from Hillcrest High School in 2001. After that, I just kind of realized, what do I want with my life? And then I joined the Navy. I did 10 years,
Wow.
3 deployments on 2 different aircraft carriers. I really enjoyed my time in the military. Was really loved that camaraderie with everybody that you work with. And after that, honorable discharge, I went and worked in North Dakota. Did that for 5 years. That's when I actually got into safety. But while I was in Virginia, I got my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And so with that, I kind of like, well, I think it might help me in the future. And so finally moved back to Ammon 6 years ago. Ammon's always been my home, away from home. It's just, this is where my family is. And so with my bachelor's degree in criminal justice, I kind of felt like here Ammon has 20,000 residents.
Right.
We don't have our own police force.
Right.
And so that's kind of things I always thought, well, maybe the other residents may think so as well as I do, that maybe we should start looking into that. Obviously, yeah, it's going to cost money to just drastically change that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm kind of proposing, let's really look into the long-term goal. Let's start small. Let's get a couple police officers for designated Ammon.
Mm-hmm.
Still work with Bonneville, because we're going to have to work with Bonneville County forever, because that's the county. So they have a big area to cover, so we still need to work with them, but we kind of need to be more self-sufficient as well. And I think my bachelor's degree with criminal justice can help a little bit with that. I'm still currently going to school right now. I'm working on my master's degree for occupational health and safety to help with my future. And it's just seeing how older parts of Ammon have kind of been not really neglected or probably forgot about. That's where I grew up, is the older parts of Ammon. And that's what I really want to bring to light is, hey, we need to work on Central. I've talked with the residents there. They've been overlooked for such a long time. And then with the changing of Ammon Elementary into a different type of school, now's the time to really focus on that street and Owen and the surrounding roads that really need to be taken a look at.
Yeah.
Kind of have their light bright on, or magnifying glass brought on it a little bit.
Yeah, thank you. So I guess so kind of expanding on that a little bit then. So I know that historically Ammon has a very restrictive budget, and they have to kind of think carefully as to where they're going to put resource.
Right.
And so I guess, have you kind of looked at how you would implement bringing on, whether it's just 2 full-time police officers to start with, and what would need to be done at a budgetary level to kind of make that a reality?
Well, currently the budget for the Sheriff's Department for Bonneville County is $2.4 million. They just won't raise that up a little bit. And that's why I think if we kind of work with them saying, hey, let's lower that a little bit, let's get our guys trained and working with that so we can kind of work with them. And I think that's where it needs to start.
I see. Okay.
With the budget. It's like, hey, I know this is what your requirements are, but hey, let's look into this more effectively. And so that's what I was kind of thinking.
Okay,
we could
great.
Start with.
What other ideas and thoughts have you had on, because again, Ammon has seen a lot of growth over the years, and you're, again, grown and raised in Ammon. What are your thoughts and particularly concerns, I guess, around growth and how to manage that effectively?
Yes. Planning and zoning, they're doing a great job with that as well. I think we need to annex a lot more property into Ammon. It is growing. It is one of those hidden treasures that's not hidden anymore.
Right.
Everybody knows about it. It's just going to continue to grow. And so I think we need to really focus on more businesses to bring in more financial resources and stability to Ammon. And so we just need to work as a great team to make that happen.
Yeah. And so how do you manage growth while also making sure you don't lose the sense of identity that the community of Ammon has?
So that's a great point. And they say Ammon is the city of tomorrow,
Yeah.
but we really need to focus on today.
Yeah.
And we need to really focus on where we're growing, where's the strong points. I've talked with Brian Powell, who's going to be who is running for mayor of Ammon. He has a lot of great ideas. I don't want to expulge on what
Sure.
his goal and his thought process are, but after talking with him one-on-one, he has a lot of great ideas on that specific idea, and I want to work with him hand in hand. And so I really see that he has a lot of great ideas and a wonderful, bright future for Ammon, and you'd just be a great part to be with that. And so that's why I really want to focus on with him as well, and work together with him and all of his wonderful ideas that he has.
So I guess with growth comes development.
Yes.
And it's been a very big topic of conversation I've seen on online forums, as well as to where the city's responsibilities are in terms of managing development, especially when it's come to high density multifamily units and apartments. What is your thoughts and opinions on that? Like, so how does the city manage that particularly, while also respecting the rights of the property owner to do freely what they would like to do on their property?
Yeah, that's a great point. There is other companies that are buying up property and trying to make sure that we kind of keep a close eye on that in the city. That's a great way to start, is looking at that. Make sure we kind of really focus on the infrastructure. Can we still handle all the growth that is going to happen and continue to happen? It's just like safety. You want to be proactive as much as you can instead of reactive.
Yep.
And we really got to focus on the infrastructure. And infrastructure growth, we're going to have more, and that's why I think it goes hand in hand with the police force as well, is infrastructure. We really need to have a stronger infrastructure. Everywhere you go, traffic's going to get worse. It's just one of those things that we need to focus on. Yeah. And planning and zoning is doing a great job, so I think we need to still work with them hand in hand, and try to plan better for the future. And I think just kind of working with landowners, current ones that they have, see what their long-term goals are, short-term goals are. Maybe they just like, hey, I'm done, I want to get out. It's just kind of asking those questions, having that communication.
Yeah. So you mentioned that there's a open seat now for a mayor, now that Mayor Coletti is not going to run again. Right. It'd be good to kind of get your thoughts on how the city council works with the mayor and the important relationship that exists there.
Yeah. So from the city council meetings that I've been in, there are some great communications, and they do work for Idaho. The city council does make rules. They can make changes to it. Mayor is the tie deciding vote if that needs to happen. But every mayor has some great futures, great ideas for what the city can and be, and that's where the council comes in, is to work with the mayor and see what if they align, and that's what it's all about. And that's what I really like is about the military, is that camaraderie, and that's why I really want to be on the city council as well, is to see that camaraderie and be a part of it, and look to the future of Ammon and actually say, hey, we help this be better.
Yeah, that's great. I guess to kind of follow up on that a little bit then is, as you're thinking about the growth of Ammon and the plans for the future, if someone is voting for the first time, and is young, where does their voice fit into planning the future?
Well, do your research. If this is your first time, see what everybody's about, especially with these incumbents. See what they've done and look and see where their future lies and what they think, and if your morals and your guides line up with them, vote for them. But definitely, you have that right to vote. By all means, utilize it.
Yeah.
Put it to use. And that's what you have, is use your voice to what you want to see. And if it aligns with me or somebody else, make your vote count.
So, in closing then, Nolan, tell us a little bit about why someone should come vote for you.
Well, I am for the people. Please, if you have questions, I already have a Facebook page out there for Nolan for Ammon City Council. I have an email as well. I've already had a few citizens actually reach out to me and say, hey, how about this? How about that? So it's great. I want to hear your ideas. And that's what it's all about, is what the citizens want. I may have my own goals that I may want to achieve, but it all boils down to is I'm an elected official. And those that voted for me and not voted for me, I'm representing them. And that's what it's all about, is what the citizens want. And if it all aligns, then it's great.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
Oh, good. Well, Nolan, thank you so much for taking the time to come visit with me, and thank you very much for your service to this country, and also thank you so much for being willing to throw your hat in the ring. I have a great sense of admiration for anyone willing to do that. It's a arduous task sometimes. I think folks fully understand the commitment you're saying that you're willing to make for your city, and which is really great. So thank you so very much, and thank you to everyone that's been watching, and we'll catch you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.